What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC, Nerdy Treasures Live. We have OSI tonight. Outside interference is going down, and tonight we are without Dre. Papa Lucha is starting to do his own thing. We have our new special guest, Nerd Crew, tonight.
What's going on, guys? So it's just us tonight.
Yeah, it's just us tonight, man. I mean, Dre's out. He's got some. Hold on, let me use that real quick. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, so Dre's out. He's got some things going on. What's going on, Mr. Vids? What's going on, Kelly Paulson? I'm pulling up my chat real quick, so give me just a second. So you're a wrestling fan. What's going on, Mr. Vids? What's going on?
Yeah, man. Since I was a little kid, actually. First match I went to was actually a live one in New Orleans. I got to see Andre the Giant. It was actually pretty cool. And ever since then, I had the bug.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what are some of your favorite wrestlers right now?
Right now, or like all time?
Like right now.
Right now. Oh man, let's see. Adam Cole, Aleister Black. I'll get to see a lot of them live here for NXT. So you know.
Oh yeah, you're in Orlando, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, Homespun?
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. So, you know, you spend, I think it was like $20, and you get to just go see a live taping just about every other Wednesday. So
I'd love to see Ricochet right now. Dude is on fire.
Yeah. I remember seeing him, the first time I ever saw him was Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was yeah.
And he was, what was his name on Lucha Underground?
Yellow Tiger, something like that. I remember he was wearing the tiger mask for a while.
He was the tiger for a while. I can't remember his name. What's going on? Robert Breaks the YouTube. Carolyn C., welcome to the stream. Joseph Girl. So let me just say this. This week I've caught the clips of wrestling, but wrestling sucked this week. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
This today is going to be pretty much like old school wrestling and our current favorite. So it's one of those days.
Oh man, that's fine. Yeah, the Raw is horrible.
Ronda Rousey, yeah, she's like, I don't know what's going on with her. Like her flops and her botches are getting worse and worse.
Well, it's because she's not down here at the PC, choreographing through it every week.
Oh yeah. She didn't get that. She doesn't have that training. I got what you're saying. Yes, he was Prince Puma. Thank you, Homespun.
Thank you. But I mean, you got to look at it like this, though. Raw was built around Roman Reigns for the last 5 years, and now he's gone. So now they're shuffling the deck.
I keep hearing that there's stuff in the works for him to come back here pretty soon, and I'm like, it's too soon.
It's too soon.
Don't do it. Like, even if it came back that his cancer is gone. If it came back like yet today that his cancer is gone and he beat it, don't bring him back yet. No, at least keep him out a while longer. Yeah,
they got to at least wait till after Mania, maybe the Raw after Mania, and just blow it up. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that case, but I know that he's getting tired of being at home. So. Yeah. What's going on, Jason of all nerds, Crypt 6? How are you doing? Tyrannosaurus, how are you doing? I already said hello to Joseph Grohl. Joseph Perec is in the house. When is wrestling on? I'm good with watching it, but don't turn it on. You got Monday Night Raw. Tuesday is on SmackDown. I know Ring of Honor is on Saturday here. If you have
the Wednesday.
NXT's Wednesday, but if you have the WWE network, it's any day. Yeah. Or if you have NJPW network.
Yes.
So there's like shows for NJPW every single day. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, I was going to say that. It's almost every day. I mean, you can get it online. I think it's like $10.
Biggest news of the week, Rhino retires. Yes, that is the biggest news of the week. I think Rhino is going to be an excellent governor of, I think it's Minnesota, ain't it? Something like that. But he's going into political field. He's doing the mayor thing, and he's wanting to run for governor eventually. So Yeah, it's sad to see Rhino go, but he's been a trademark
20 years ago.
Huh?
Who would have thought that 20 years ago?
For real.
So
like him coming from ECW.
Yep.
Yes, NXT is on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Alex Lopez? How are you doing, man? So if you guys don't show some love to Nerd Crew, you guys need to do that. They're a really good channel. They got a lot of good content on theirs. They weren't doing anything with them. That's correct. I wish they would have gave him and Heath Slater one more push, but it just didn't seem like that was likely to happen.
They got to go sometime.
Yeah. 3 ladies in a blog. Welcome to the stream. Dude, we got 20 viewers in here for a wrestling talk. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's good. What do you think about TLC coming up?
Huh?
What do you think about TLC coming up? What are you looking forward to? Anything?
I haven't really been paying attention. I mean, that's the thing. I know that I want to see Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Ronda versus Nia is going to be unfair because Tamina is going to step in, which it needs to happen because I love Tamina. Tamina is like one of my favorite women wrestlers, and the way they did her character before sucked. I love that they brought in this family relation right there. So that was kind of cool.
I was actually surprised to see that too, because there's sometimes they bury it.
So. Yeah. But I mean, when you go, Tamina and Rock are family, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody knows that. And when you put Nia Jackson there hugging the Rock's mom, that's like, okay, we can't hide it no more.
No, yeah, you can't hide it.
Emma the Narwhal
with Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt, they hide it.
Oh yeah. But I wish they wouldn't hide that one. Emma the Narwhal, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. If you're in the stream and I haven't said hello, if you're in the chat, I haven't said hello, I'm sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on 2 things at once. 3 things at once, apparently. So,
I'm trying to look in the chat too.
So I don't like how they got all these new or these old wrestlers coming back to fight in the New Day. Like
part-timers.
Like Mysterio, how they got him coming back to fight back like he's a little kid again. It's not going to work. He's old.
I can't hate on Ray Ray. He's one of my favorites. I've met him personally, so he's actually a really cool guy. I can't hate on him.
I still say I agree that he is one of my favorites of all time, but WCW days are done. We had the whole Triple H Taker to end the era. That era is gone. Leave it gone. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them do more stuff with Shinsuke and with Finn and kind of, get those guys up, and they're not doing that. Nobody wants to see a part-time champion either.
No, and that's why I liked Roman Reigns being champion. I was so pissed. I really was. When they told me that happened, I thought it was like a flop, like somebody lied to me. I was so mad when I seen that happen. But, I mean, we got to get Braun this championship or somebody.
I think it's going to end up being Drew, and Drew will hold it for a while. That's what I got a feeling, because they're kind of building him up to be the next monster.
Yeah. I like Drew McIntyre, though. Drew McIntyre is a good wrestler.
He is. He finally came into his own now, and I kind of wish that had happened 5 or 6 years ago, but it happened finally.
Yeah. So, who are some of your wrestlers growing up?
Oh man, Bret the Hitman Hart, always good. Let's
Number
see.
1 right there.
Yeah.
Do a top 5 for me.
Top 5, man, all time.
Yeah. All time.
Man, in no particular order. I'll just give them to you in no particular
order.
Rey Mysterio. We'll go Sting. Ric Flair. Mick Foley. The Rock and Stone Cold. I don't know. I don't think that might have been more than 5, but yeah.
What's going on, Papa Lucha? Jenny Aponte. Man, we got a bunch of people in the house tonight. You said Mick Foley. I've never considered him one of my top 5, to be honest.
Well, the thing with him is he always told you a good story, though.
He did tell you a good story.
And that's kind of what I liked. He would always give a good story no matter what. And then him being thrown off the cell really kind of sold me on him. So,
yeah.
That was one tough dude.
Ian the Wrestling King says Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Sting, and Roddy Piper. We got some Rey Mysterios, still got it. The Ultimate Warrior. Hello, Lynn, official vlogs. Yeah, I know people love Rey Mysterio, and I can't hate on the dude because he's a legend in the career. I mean, in the business, there's no better cruiserweight than Rey Mysterio.
You know, his son's like 6'3", right?
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. I'm like, but I mean, you also got all these wrestling families that Rey was around when they were kids, and now he's fighting them. And it's like, come on. You know, you got to put a stop to it sometime. Funko Frenzies.
Well, he started when he was 13, so he's what? Almost 40?
Yeah. I think he's like, if he's not 40, above 40 already, I think he's 45.
Maybe. But I mean, he started when he was 13.
Funko Frenzies on here says Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, Billy Gunn, Stone Cold, and The Rock. Now, I will say this. I like Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is like an underrated wrestler.
I mean, he was a good utility guy, kind of like Dolph is now, if you look at it like that.
Yeah. I mean, the Ass Man was awesome. Hello, Mayan Chan channel. Yeah, that dude was awesome. I mean, I didn't care for Billy and Chuck, if you know what I mean. I didn't care for that promo, but when he was with the Road Dogg, the New Age Outlaws, that was probably the best tag team of our generation.
Yeah.
You just made the list, Tylock. Jericho's on your top 5. I could see that.
You know, when you say top 5, it's so difficult because you got so many different eras. I mean, if you're talking now, yeah, Jericho would be on there.
See, I would have to say my top 5. I'd have to say like Bret the Hitman Hart's number 1 always. I have to put Roman in there because he's my new favorite. Like, I like the way Roman wrestles. I know a lot of people don't like his style, but I like the way he is. He's a powerhouse. I like powerhouses. I gotta say, Macho Man. Macho Man's like one of my all-time favorites. And I'll go to NJPW and say Kenny Omega is one of my favorites, and so is Tama Tonga.
That's why I can't pick 5.
I got one more. Let's see. Yeah, I got one more. Homespun saying boo. Who are you booing? I probably would say Christian. Christian was an amazing wrestler. Okada, boo.
You know, I'll agree with you. He was very good and very underrated. Edge got the the big push, and he kind of didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I like the underrated wrestlers like Christian, and I mean, Christian was an amazing athlete, period. So, would Ray ever do 205 live? No, absolutely not. The only reason I say that is because he is so far past the cruiserweight division now that since he hit the heavyweight title and the WWE title and all that, he would never do that.
Well, speaking on that, did you heard about Tyler Breeze showing up at NXT?
That would be kind of cool again, a cool little reboot because he needs something.
I think some of the guys need to go back or make a third brand or something. They got too many guys.
Alex Lopez says, F it, he's adding 6 and 7, Jericho and Van Dam. Whoever said Okada is a John Cena fan. What's going on, Jay? You can't come in here, but you could be in the chat. I see how it is. Yeah, I see.
Oh, man.
No, but Rod Van Dam was another one of them. He was the whole damn show. I mean, there's so many, like you were saying, that you can't really say anything. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you almost got to pick it for, you know, a 10-year slot and then keep going up. So, I mean, now, Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, I mean, they're all doing great.
Yeah. Dre's smoking something over there saying Y2J is the GOAT. That's not true. I'm sorry, it's not true. He was a great wrestler in WCW. He came to WWE and there was some I didn't like his character.
He was really good before that, though. He wrestled in Germany, wrestled in Japan. I mean, if you put together all of his titles, I don't know. He might be.
Maybe. Oh, Savio Vega. Wow.
Whoa.
Let's talk about the underrated ones. Who do you think was some of the most underrated wrestlers?
Underrated or underutilized?
A little bit of both.
I'd say Christian is right up there. You know,
I agree.
CM Punk for the longest time was.
Yeah, he never really main invented anything. So yeah, I get that.
Oh man, Cody Rhodes before he left.
I don't know if he was underrated because he did hold the
bad gimmicks, man. Come on, you remember those gimmicks they gave him?
The dashing Cody Rhodes was the closest to him than anything. But yeah.
You get straddled with Stardust, man. I feel sorry for you.
Your mustache is crooked? Who the hell are you talking about? Oh, whatever. Sheamus is underrated. Yeah.
I was going to say Cesaro.
I'm going to say Crush. Crush was one of the more underrated people of his time.
From Demolition, yeah.
Well, he was in Demolition, but he did that whole Hawaiian thing too. Kind of, I don't know.
Underrated of all time. Oh man,
Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, they were not underrated.
They were in the NWO making bank.
There was no way they were underrated.
Eddie Guerrero for a long time.
Joseph Grohl. He used to cry and throw a fit because that's what they made him do. Kona Crush, yes. Kona Crush was amazing. Him and his long blonde hair, and yeah, I love his vice grip move.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah.
Eddie Guerrero was very underrated until he finally got his push towards the end. So.
Oh yeah, Cesaro is a great wrestler. Yes, he should. Cesaro is very underrated, and I agree with that one.
Oh man, I wish, and I can see it kind of happening now that they're gonna. Sheamus is going to have to leave sooner or later with the spinal stenosis. He maybe has another year left. Yeah. And then I see Cesaro maybe going for, Intercontinental U.S. title, kind of going that route, and that'll kind of be as high as he goes. Maybe.
Papa, did you just say Adam Bomb?
He had a cool tattoo.
Oh, he had a cool tattoo, yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about him.
He had the what were those goggles that he had?
Yeah, the goggles and the yellow contact lenses and the Adam Bomb tattoo on his arm.
Oh my Lord. That was awesome.
Oh man.
What's up, Sean Ryan? How are you doing, man? We're just talking a little bit of wrestling.
The next thing he's gonna say is the goon.
Mr. Sean Ryan's got a couple of wrestling pops himself, and he doesn't even watch wrestling. I don't know if you watch Sean Ryan at all, but he's got a brand new not a brand new, but it's a Rey Mysterio from 7-Eleven. That thing is awesome. He said boo wrestling. Do you have that freaking pop too? Why am I the only one without this pop?
I just got that one. I got that one from Admiral Funko about 2 weeks ago.
That sucks.
Hey, man, I had to trade a lot to get that, so.
I bet you did. He also has the Ric Flair pop from the new one.
Oh, from the video game?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I couldn't justify buying it just for the pop because I know I wouldn't play the video game because the video games, I can only get about a day or two out of it, and then I throw the controller because it's frustrating.
I'll say Jimmy Wang Yang. I see that in the chat. You laugh, but that dude was on fire when he was in the cruiserweight division.
You know he owns a party bus company out in Vegas.
He does. It's awesome. Hurricane Helms, yes. Shane Gregory Helms.
Shane Helms, yeah.
Dude's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I like Shannon more. I really didn't care for Paul London like everybody else did. I don't know why. I just never cared for him.
Kendrick was good. Brian Kendrick was a good worker.
Yeah.
That's what the WWE uses him as a trainer.
Do you have the Ric Flair? That's what he said.
Oh, do I? No, I don't.
No, none of us do, Sean Ryan. You have the Ric Flair.
Thumbs up to you, sir.
He doesn't even watch wrestling. So, yeah, he pulled those, and I was like, oh, I despise you. He has such good luck at those pulls. Tommy Dreamer, I don't consider underrated. I just don't think he was a great wrestler. He was good at taking a hit.
He was good for what he needed to be used for.
True. Just like the Sandman.
Yes.
Sabu, I would say, was one of the underrated wrestlers.
Bam Bam Bigelow, very underrated, great athlete.
Bam Bam Bigelow, yes. Sean Ryan, if I find a Flock Beerus, it's staying with me, buddy. You can keep the Ric Flair. I'm keeping the Flock Beerus.
I think they're actually docking that one in March.
Don't tell him that.
Just saying what I heard. A bird told me.
All right, so you have a sufficient amount of pops as well, right?
I think I'm a little over 300.
Good Lord. How many wrestling pops do you have?
Actually, I think I counted it today, like 36.
That's nuts. Do you know how many wrestling pops I have? 0. I need to get some wrestling pops. Like, do they make a Bret Hart pop?
Yes. I have it.
I need that one. What pops do you want to see made from wrestling?
Oh, man. Becky Lynch.
I thought they made a Becky Lynch.
Nope. No, they made an Eva Marie before they made a Becky Lynch.
That's retarded.
Go figure.
But, yeah, that would be a kind of cool pop.
Yeah.
Papa Lucha says 36.
I want to see a Randy Orton one. The guy's been around forever, and he still doesn't have a pop.
Randy Orton is another of the ones that are at my top of my list that are like top 5. I kind of want, I don't know. I like the cruiserweight, so I would probably say somebody like Cedric Alexander. He better be a good pop.
Are they going to be mystery minis?
Or I know they got a Roman pop. I know they got a Roman pop. Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, they do not have a Dean Ambrose. They have 2 Seth Rollins and a Roman Reigns, but no Dean Ambrose.
What? Live stream. Sorry, I'm at work. I'm looking at all the wrestling pops right now. Trying to figure out which one I want. Mortis, Pentagon. I'd like a Tama Tonga pop. I know they make the Bullet Club already, so yeah.
The only 3 non-WWE wrestling pops they have are Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and the 2 Young Bucks. 2-pack.
Yeah, I know. And I want a Tama Tonga and a Tonga Loa.
I'd like to see a Pentagon Jr. That'd look awesome.
That would look awesome. Papa Lucha's in there saying that as well. Yeah, do it, Sean Ryan. If you can get a Flock Beerus and $30 for a Ric Flair, do it.
I'd do it.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, like I said, I didn't really have a lot of time tonight. I just wanted to hop on here and have some wrestling talk with him and I know that I got to get back to work here in just a minute, but I want to go ahead and boost this guy up. If you guys are not supporting Nerd Crew, you guys need to. This was pretty fun. I need you guys to come back on, or you to come back on.
Oh yeah, always, man. I'm always here.
So we could probably have you on again next week. What's going on, M's dad? How are you doing? I appreciate you stopping in. Tat79, thank you for coming in. If you're not supporting Nerd Crew, go show them some love. They got a great channel. They got a lot of pops. They do a lot of cool reviews. I'd kind of compare them to like Cheap and Nerdy because they're not the same type of people or a couple, but they are a couple of pop collectors, you know? So I like
I'd say that, yeah. There's a lot of pop couples. We do not know how many there were. So
there's a lot of pop couples.
There is.
It's like very rare that you see somebody not coupled up.
I wasn't at first. If you look at like the first like 10 videos, my wife wanted nothing to do with it. Then she's like, "Oh, you know, that looks like fun."
All right. So I appreciate you all for stopping in the chat. I'm going to blow up my new YouTube channel of the week. If you're not supporting Lizzie Pops, you need to go check her out. I know we got her close. I know we got her to 100 last week, but this week I want to get her or not last week, the week before, but I'm trying to get her to 200 subscribers. I'm going to look what she's at right now. Right now she is sitting at 149, and if we hit 200 before the end of before Sunday, I'm going to do a giveaway. So show her some love, Lizzie Pops. If my mods will put that in the chat. Next week I will be back. We'll be doing the same thing, and I hope Homespun Geek will come back next week. Or not Homespun, but Nerd Crew will come back next week, and I was wondering if Homespun would like to join us next week. Sorry. So
it's fine. He's got a great channel. I don't mind.
Yeah, I like Homespun. Homespun's a good dude. Tylock's awesome. Tylock, would you be interested in coming back next week? Or coming on next week? Boop, 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 boop. That's part of this that is draining because you got to wait for somebody to answer. Homespun would love to join. Okay, thank you. All right, so next week it will be Homespun Geek, myself, Nerd Crew, and possibly Dre's Geek Depot if we ever find him again. So show some love to Lizzie Pops. Thank you, Jenny Aponte, for throwing that in the chat. Show some love to Lizzie Pops, my new YouTube channel of the week. As always, I have to say, happy hunting because it's worth it. Peace out.